Yo, what is up guys? Anthony here, back with another Destiny Child video here on the channel. And in today's Destiny Child video, everyone, I do have a bit of an exciting one here, as we are going to be fully igniting my Polar Pepita. Now, I did manage to get her to +6, so if you guys have access actually to the membership side of the channel, we did manage to post an additional summoning video there. So if you guys are interested and haven't already checked out the membership side here, we do have here, of course, a paid subscription if you guys would like to go above and beyond. And in addition, you will receive some exclusive content here on the channel, which of course it does mean some exclusive videos behind the scenes pretty much here on the YouTube channel. So I will be posting more content there for the members to see, as of course the Polar Pepita additional summons is actually the first video on the members side of the channel. So if you guys are interested, of course there's always the join button below, but I will still keep most of the content on the general side of the channel, as of course I do want to be tossing out videos as frequently as possible so you guys can see all of the action here on my account. But I did decide to post some exclusive videos on there to give back to those that are supporting above and beyond with the memberships here on the channel. So if you guys are interested, then of course feel free to check them out down below with the join button, or feel free to click the link in the description box below here on the channel. But as I was saying, we are going to be fully igniting my Polar Pepita, as I did in that membership video actually pull the remainder of her uncaps. So in the previous summoning video, we did manage to summon one copy from her guaranteed upon summoning banner, and now I am at under 40,000 crystals. As you guys can see on the screen now, I did manage to summon a ton on her solo pickup banner and did manage to do a ton of House of Reincarnation summons. But nonetheless, we did manage to obtain the +6 copy of Polar Pepita, as I will showcase on the screen right now. There she is, White Rain Pepita. Of course, after being awakened to S class, this is her name. And we do have, of course, the Wood Attacker at +6 status with the maxed out slide skill here for the World Boss Trial. So we will be igniting her fully today with a ton of cores, and of course we do have the fodder available. Now for the core that I do have to apply to her, it's not too amazing, but it will do just fine for now. We do have the amplified attack crits core with 2 attack substats, so we'll be giving this core to Polar Pepita, and there it is, the amplified crits +150. And now we can actually fully ignite the units with a ton of fodder core and fodder units. So we do have the increase to her tap skill here, the Cold Benediction. I do believe it increases the damage here to 2 enemies from 1 here, so a decent skill upgrade, I do suppose. Now let's toss in a Navi here for the unit, and there is a level 2 ignition for Polar Pepita. Now we do have the side notes here, so we'll be tossing in some fodder cores here as well. I do have a ton of trash cores actually. Didn't get too lucky with pulling any god cores for my Polar Pepita, so she does have a ton of fodder to ignite her to level 12. Now moving on here, we do actually have the first increase to her slide skill. So as you guys can see the difference here, of course, to the damage coefficient based on buff type, and of course we do have the remainder of the slide skill here, as well as the increase here for the percentage based damage. So there is the first increase in the slide skill. Now let's toss in a fodder core and of course a child here to ignite her to level 5. And moving on to the side nodes once more, we do have a ton of fodder here as well. So let's see what we can manage to give her. We'll give her this attack core, as I do want to keep some of the HP and defense cores. Those are actually pretty amazing, so we do want to keep those around. Next up here, we'll give her this one, as it is pretty bad. And then we do have another stat upgrade in her drive skill this time around. It does increase the drive skill to 9520 damage, and of course she does damage all enemies now, and 700 bonus damage here, the default there. And we will give her a core as well. So let's see here what we can find. We do have here the amplified agility, pretty trash core right there, so let's give her that one. And she is level 8 ignition now. So moving on to the final ones here, we do almost have her fully ignited. So let's give her this one, 59,000 onyx, a ton of onyx to fully ignite a unit. So it's pretty tedious if you don't have the onyx. It's pretty annoying, as of course it requires a ton of it, and of course not to mention skilling out the units. Next up here, we do have the final increase in her tap skill. As you guys can see, it does change quite a bit there. So let's give her a fodder core once more if we can find one here. And we do have a Nicole to fodder a way for her, and there she is, level 11 ignition. And the final increase here to level 12 in her slide skill, which does make her a 6-hit unit, and of course the percentage scaling to 175.2%. So an amazing ignition here for this unit. We'll give her this final Midas and of course core here, and there she is, fully ignited to level 12 here on day 1 of the release. So very amazing. We did manage to go for all of the uncaps. Now when you guys are seeing this video, it'll be day 3 or 4 of her release, but I did manage to record this on her first day. As you guys can see, we also do have here attack animation during battle has changed since you unlocked all of the nodes, and we do have her at full ignition status there, and we do have her on screen as well with the full ignition, 39,000 power now here for Polar Pepita. So I'll be testing her out in the world boss trial and seeing how she does compare to the other units. So I'll be sure to of course post a world boss trial test run here on the channel as well to showcase her here on the channel alongside my INA, etc. Now last but not least, we do have the child missions here for fully uncapping my Pepita, and of course for fully igniting her. So a ton of rewards here for doing so with the initial release of a child. So if you guys are ever interested in going all in for units, it is best to do so of course when they release, as they do have a featured banner, and of course these child training missions do come in handy there. So we'll be claiming those in a separate video. But yeah, that'll pretty much do it for today's Destiny Child video, and of course the full ignition of Polar Pepita. We did manage to pull all of her copies in a previous member video, and of course fully ignites her in 2 days. So there she is on screen once more with the stats there. Pretty low stats for now, but we'll toss her into the spot and hopefully she can get the likability to go up, and of course her stats ultimately increasing. So yeah, make sure to let me know in the comment section below how you are doing in the world boss trials so far, and of course how is your Polar Pepita doing in the world boss for yourself. But before you go everyone, make sure to leave a like on this video if you did enjoy today's Destiny Child video, and of course if you haven't yet done so already, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you are interested in more Destiny Child content such as this one, as well as make sure to check out the links in the description box below to my Discord server here, and of course to the socials linked in the description as well. But with all of that being said, I'll see you all in the next Destiny Child video. As always, thank you all so much for watching.